Hey there, supplement industry folks. Welcome back to another episode of Health Supplement Business Mastery. This is your host, Bobby Hewitt, coming to you from my home office where I'm deep in thought about something that I'm seeing in a conversation that I've been having lately with a few of my supplement clients. Really, there's a tension between two approaches that I'm noticing. And one approach is chasing customer lifetime value. And the other approach is focusing on actual customer success. One is money. One is, I suppose, goodwill. And I've been thinking about this a lot and talking with the many supplement founders that I consult with, and I'm seeing how it plays out across different brands in my different clients, if you will, different supplement portfolios. So that's what this episode is about. Let's get to it. Welcome to Health Business Mastery, the Creative Thirst podcast. I'm your host, Bobby Hewitt. So here's the big question. Should we be laser focused on extracting as much money as we possibly can from each customer? Or should we prioritize genuinely improving the customer's health and seeing real results in their lives? Now, before you say yes to both, I know these goals can theoretically work together, and I want to talk about how the way you prioritize one over another shapes everything about your business. It affects your product formulations, your marketing decisions, how you structure your checkout experience, even how your customer service team operates when they get a complaint or someone calls, or even if they're just calling with a question. I've seen supplement companies that I've worked with go down both roads. I've seen some go down just the maximization of revenue and profit road, and I've seen others just go down the service the customer road. And I've learned a lot along the way. And let me start with customer lifetime value, or LTV. If you remember from last episode, we talked a lot about LTV. Now, LTV is the lifeblood of supplement business. Don't get me wrong. You can't have a business without LTV. You can't pay your employers. You can't make products. You can't deliver those good products that people need to improve their health without a healthy LTV. A business does need money to survive. I've been in this industry for over a decade now, working with supplement clients of all sizes, and over that time, I've seen acquisition costs absolutely skyrocket. It's getting pretty crazy, honestly. And with new competitors coming in, they keep flooding the market. Everyone's getting better at selling, and we're all fighting for the same customers. If you think about it, if my clients are spending $50 to $200 to acquire one customer, which is a good range for a CAC, then they absolutely need that person to come back and buy again and again and again. That's why so many brands I work with have all gone heavy into subscription models, and it stabilizes their revenue for that reason and boosts that LTV number. And over the last decade, I've seen lots of supplement brands focusing on many different tactics. And they're doing upsells, they're doing cross-sells, they're testing different bundle offers and volume discounts. They're creating really more elaborate email sequences and SMS text sequences, and they're really building out loyalty programs like never before. It's like on steroids now. I mean, and look, this stuff absolutely works. It's what I help my clients with. And I've helped supplement brands increase their average order values by 30 to 40% higher. And just through strategic product recommendations and positioning. I mean, the numbers don't lie. There's definitely a lift, and businesses need cash. Now, on the flip side, let's flip the script a little bit and talk about the actual results. When I think about how we need to flip our thinking, instead of obsessing over what value customers bring to the brand, right? What the customer lifetime value is, how much we extract from a customer. What if we focused more on the value that the brand brings to the customers? So in supplements, that means caring very deeply about actual measurable improvements in people's health. It means whether they're genuinely satisfied with both the product and the results. And it means providing real education and support to help them use your supplement products effectively. So I had this realization a few years ago when working with a client whose business was just stagnant. When they made that shift to genuinely trying to improve their customers' lives, all of the other stuff started to flow naturally. And if you think about it, that's the absolute best marketing funnel that you can have. When someone buys a product, takes it for 3 weeks, loves the results, and then tells their friends about it, word of mouth is still the most powerful force in any business. But customers who see real results are way less likely to return products, way less likely to leave negative reviews, and they're more likely to try other products from the same brand. They become true believers. And in today's market where customers are rightfully skeptical of supplement claims, delivering actual results is how a brand stands out, how a supplement brand stands out in today's crowded marketplace. Now, I'm not saying that it's customer experience at all costs, because there's definitely a tension between these two approaches. Let me give you a real world example that I've seen play out countless times with many clients. So a customer comes to a supplement site and buys a weight loss product. The checkout page offers an upsell for some other fat-burning supplement or some other supplement, right? And that would increase the order value by, let's say, 50%. From a pure LTV perspective, the brand wants to maximize average order value. But what if that particular customer would actually benefit more from a completely different supplement? Or if by adding another supplement might actually interfere with how effective the first product is? Or give that customer a negative experience and make them feel that the first product they bought was incomplete, or it's not really going to solve their problem. They're automatically starting off on the wrong foot down their supplement experience. But what if that particular customer would actually benefit from a completely different supplement? Or what if adding another supplement might actually interfere with how effective the first product is? I've taught this lesson to dozens of supplement clients. And the lesson is, don't sell solely from the perspective of numbers. Think about the actual buyer. A product that boosts your average order value might not actually be the best product for that specific customer. I've seen other potential conflicts too in my consulting work. There are brands exaggerating claims to increase immediate sales, which does work, but that leads to disappointment and churn. And some are pushing customers to reorder before they even had time to experience the results. Others are cutting corners on formulations to increase profit margins. These practices might boost short-term numbers, but they're killing our industry's reputation and they're killing customer trust. So what's the solution? Well, I think there's got to be a balance. A balance that aligns LTV optimization with customer success. And then creating this flywheel, this cycle where each reinforces the other. So how does that look? Well, let's take a hypothetical example. So let's say you're selling a weight loss product, and about 30 to 40% of your customers become great long-term customers. These people are so serious about losing weight. They're not the ones looking for a magic pill. They're legitimate, right? They follow your program. They actually lose the weight. They're grateful for the path that you put them on. And they completely trust you because you're the only one that helped them get to the desired state, that helped them achieve the solution that they are looking for after trying countless others where they've been let down. So what would that journey look like? So once they've lost the weight with your help, you introduce supplements to them that help them maintain those results. Maybe it's not even supplements. Maybe it's a coaching program. Maybe it's an exercise platform. Maybe it's an app. Maybe it's videos. Maybe it's motivation. It could be whatever it is, right? But you're really in the business of transitioning people. Transitioning them from I want to lose weight to I want to maintain my health. Now, this is a very different approach than just pushing additional products that may or may not fit with their desires and needs. And you're really creating a logical progression that supports their higher level health journey. They achieve their goal, they see that you delivered, and then they're open to recommendations on that next step. This approach maximizes LTV, not through aggressive tactics, but by earning the right to introduce new products based on demonstrated value. So how can you implement this balanced approach in your business, right? Because remember, it's increasing LTV, not at the expense of, but in addition to helping that customer achieve what they're looking to achieve and elevate them to the next higher level of LTV and higher level of health. Here are some specific strategies that I've found with working with supplement clients for over a decade to be effective. So first, personalized your recommendations. Instead of generic upsells, use questionnaires, purchase history, customer feedback to really recommend products that actually make sense for the individual. Some of that is definitely aligned with LTV and best practices that work specifically for supplements. But when you build a recommendation engine that considers what supplements they're already taking, it looks at their health concerns from a very different point of view. It factors in demographics. It even accounts for lifestyle. It's really taking care of the customer at the most highest level. This personalizes the experience and ensures that customers get recommendations that actually help them, right? The second thing I found that works with my supplement clients is lead with education, not sales. So I have them send Sunday email tips every week. I have my clients do this. And those Sunday emails are packed with just valuable content. There's no selling involved. It's pure education and support. Sure, there are links to other articles which may have links to other products. And yes, people will buy, and we do see a spike in sales on Sundays because of this. But it's not the financial success that's the goal here. It's the fact that you're not leading with buy this now. Your approach here is to build trust and position the brand as a partner in your customer's health journey, rather than just a company trying to sell them stuff. There are too many supplement companies like that. And the third tip is to focus your customer support on results, not just transactions. I tell my clients not to just follow up with customers to see if you can sell them the next product, but instead have your team check in on the progress. Offer troubleshooting help if they're not getting the results that they're looking to have. Really lean in on that customer support. So do a phone call with all of your buyers after they got the product. Make sure the product has arrived. Do another call after they've had a chance to try the product for a few days. See how they're feeling. See what they need to adjust. Suggest complementary lifestyle changes, right? And celebrate success. If they're having success and they feel better, celebrate that. Celebrate that on the call. Make them feel special. Make them feel heard and seen. Sometimes this can also happen on social media. So it could be at a Facebook post. It could be at a Facebook group. If you have a customer who lost some weight and they're finally under a certain amount for the first time that they had ever been in years, well, you should immediately be drafting a personal email from the founder congratulating that customer and asking how you can help with the rest of her journey. These connections are priceless, both for customer success and for the business. Remember, earlier I said it was a balance. You want to balance these two opposing metrics, right? LTV and customer experience. So you want to track traditional business metrics like we talked about in the last episode. You want to track the CAC. You want to track LTV. You want to track contribution margin and payback period. Yes, absolutely pay attention and track the metrics, because without it, you cannot have a business. You cannot help people get healthier without having healthy numbers. But also track success metrics like satisfaction with results. Look at specific health outcomes and when you can measure them and how. Sometimes that's difficult, I know. Your net promoter score could be one way that you track it. There are several things that you can track here, even things that you can make up specifically to your business and your situation. And collect success stories, right? How many times have you heard of a company measuring the number of success stories they're getting month over month, and if that's going up or going down? Very rarely, or if ever, have you ever heard of that. By watching both sets of numbers, the money and the outcome that your customers are getting, you become more aware of how the business decisions impact the customer outcomes and vice versa. If you want to implement this approach, here's what I suggest. First, audit what you're currently doing. Review your product development process. Be honest with yourself. Is efficiency truly the primary consideration here? Look at your web pages. Look at your checkout experience. Look at your upsells. Look at your cross-sells. Look at all of it. Look at what the customer experiences when they purchase from you. Actually place a test order through the system and look at it through the eyes of a brand new person. Does it make sense for the customer? Or are you just trying to add more to the bottom line? Remember, there's got to be a balance. Examine how you incentivize the customer experience. Are they rewarded for solving problems or just cross-selling things? Right? Review your marketing. Are you setting realistic expectations? Maybe your numbers are too high. Maybe your projections are too aggressive. Now, maybe you need to define what success actually looks like for users of each one of your products. What specific ingredients should they experience? When should they notice results? What else do they need to do alongside taking your supplement? How can they measure or verify their progress? And how can you help them at all those steps? Then align your team's incentives with metrics that make sense for both sides of the business. The lifetime value side, the revenue side, and the experience of the customer side. You might want to start including customer satisfaction in performance evaluations of your team. Celebrate success stories with your team. Base customer service commissions partly on problem resolution, not just revenue upsells that they're doing on the phone. Create feedback loops to gather and act on customer outcome data. So you can do this by sending surveys at regular intervals when the results should be happening, right? So when a customer should be experiencing results based on your supplement, based on whatever problem you're solving. Those are the times you want to send the surveys at those interval times to make sure that there is progress, to make sure that they're tracking. Monitor social media for any feedback and analyze the patterns in your reviews. See if you're getting more positive reviews. How many star reviews? You're getting a lot of 5-star reviews this month compared to last month, or are they going down? And talk directly to customers about their experiences. There's no better way to understand the voice of the customer than to talk directly to them. You learn so much, and your business grows so fast when you understand what beliefs your customers have in their head and what beliefs are holding them back. And think through your product line. Think about what supplements you offer and how that aligns to the customer's journey. Think about the entry products that address the common initial concerns where a customer is coming in at, right? That flagship product. And consider your core products for ongoing support. Develop specialized products for specific needs and create complementary products that work well together. This makes it natural for customers to progress through your product line based on their evolving needs and health goals. So while there might seem to be tension between maximizing customer lifetime value and customer success, they're ultimately inseparable in the supplement industry. When brands genuinely try to improve their customers' lives, all that other stuff tends to flow naturally. It inverts the traditional thinking, and instead of seeing customer success as a way to maximize LTV, you start to see LTV as the natural consequence of genuine customer success. The supplement brands that will truly thrive in the coming years won't be the ones with the most aggressive marketing or the highest initial margins. They'll be the ones with a solid reputation for actually transforming customers' health and well-being. And they'll enjoy the substantial lifetime value that follows with it naturally. So I challenge you, take some time this quarter to address this approach. Survey your customers about their actual results, not just their satisfaction with your product. Calculate both your LTV and your customer success rate. Review your formulations with fresh eyes. Compare your marketing promises with actual customer outcomes. Read through your sales pages. It's probably been a while since you read them. I guarantee the insights will reveal opportunities to better align your business with success and your customer success, both your success and the customer success. And that's the foundation for sustainable growth in our increasingly competitive industry. Thanks for sticking with me through this episode. I'd love to hear your thoughts on balancing customer lifetime value with genuine customer success. Are you leaning more towards one approach than the other? Have you found a creative way to align these goals together in your business other than what I've kind of shared or made you think about today? Drop me a message and let me know. There's a link in the description of this episode to send me a text, or you could shoot me an email at Bobby, B-O-B-B-Y, @creativethirst.com. I really want to know what you think about this episode, what your thoughts are, and how you see it. Is it a balance? Or you could counter-argue the other way around. I'd love to have a discussion. Until the next episode, remember, when your customers truly succeed, your business will too. Creative Thirst is a direct response digital agency. We work with dietary supplement companies who are struggling to maximize the profitability of their funnels so they can scale. We've optimized many dietary supplement businesses. And in that time, we've uncovered the 3 critical funnels for success. You can get that free report by going to creativethirst.com. Scroll down to the appropriate section and click on the blue Get Your ebook button.